sorry for showing you guys these taillights all the time. I'm just way too obsessed with them. But welcome back to another video here at Automotive Therapy. So, as you guys know, I live in Colorado, and there's a lot of clean BMWs here in Colorado, and I feel like it would be disrespectful for me to not film them and share them with you guys. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be driving out and checking out this super clean F80 M3, and I think you guys will really like it because honestly, it's one of a kind, and I've never seen one in this spec and color and build, and everything about it is just awesome. So we're gonna head over there and I'll see you there. So I was driving and this lady was like waving me down, and I thought she was just like saying nice car or something. So I was like, oh, thank you. And then my hat was on my car and it just like flew over my windshield. And I'm like, oh, she was trying to tell me that my hat was on my car. So that was kind of embarrassing. But I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that. At least it wasn't like a cup of coffee. Wow, that thing sounds crazy. Thing's awesome, man. Sounds wild. Okay guys, so we have Bakash right here and his super clean F80 M3. So we're just gonna kind of break down what exactly he has done to this thing, which is quite a lot, as you can tell. So Bakash, what year is the car?
It's a 2017 F80 M3 competition package.
Nice. And what color is this? Because I know this isn't a traditional color that you can get.
No, it's a Ferrari Red M3. So there's only in the US, I think there's only 25. I could only find about 3 so far in the US right now that I've added in like Instagram. Just trying to see like how many are actually like out there, because this is the only one in Colorado. There's one in Florida. I think there's one more in California. Yeah. And that's about it. That's nice. All I know that there is.
Are you familiar with Keys Motorsports?
Yes, I am. He does have one too.
Yeah, he has one too. That's the only one other than yours that I've followed on Instagram. So, yeah, man, that is just so crazy because normally I don't like reds on BMWs, but this red looks outstanding. Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, man, like, this is, if you're going to have red, this is the red to have on a BMW. So, yeah, super clean car. Let's hop into performance. You know, what's done to it performance-wise?
Performance-wise, it's a long build. You know, I can't take the credit for the build, unfortunately, because it was made by Street Fighter LA, and they really outstanding, like a really good build to the car. You know, they added a CSF top mount, CSF front mount, oil cooler, transmission cooler, front mount intakes, downpipes, Wheels, carbon ceramic brakes, Recaro seats, but that's about it. I'm like stage 1 custom tuned by Jordan from Arcade Tunes.
How do you like that?
It's pretty good, you know, like when I hit the streets, like it's insane, you know, like when you ride in it, you just dump it, start shooting.
Shoots you back in your seat.
It shoots you, and then like 91, I'm on 91, I'm not in E85 right now. It shoots a little bit of flames here and there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like good flames from it. And
Okay.
I didn't know it could be done, but you know, it was done.
That's awesome, man. I definitely want to try shooting some flames on my M4. But yeah, so you have this roll cage back here, and it looks like, yeah, it's paint matched to the outside of the car. So that's pretty awesome. How do you like living with a roll cage? Is it worth the looks and dynamics of it, or would you prefer having the back seats?
You know, it's pretty good having a roll cage. You don't really have to put anyone. Like I go to Boulder, hang out with friends. They're like, "Oh, let's take your car." I was like, "I can't. I only have 2 seats, so I don't have to waste money on gas." You know.
Oh, there you go.
It looks really nice. You know.
Yeah.
Studio RSR did a really good job paint matching it perfectly to the body. I did drive around with my friend in the back, and it was he almost hit his head. He hit his head and.
Yeah, I can imagine that being a tight fit, especially if you like hit a pothole and boom, smack your head. But no, man, that is so awesome. Like, I don't know, that really does change the whole look of this car, just having the bright red, and then you roll down those windows and it's just boom, there's a paint matched roll cage to go with it. So man, I can't get over this. And you have so it's carbon cloth in the back, but these Recaros are really, really awesome. Are they comfortable? How does it feel on a daily driver?
You know, you get a little here and there back pains, but other than that, like I go to the mountains a lot, so it like there's not that much body roll since I'm on airlift suspension. Like it's perfect, it's snug, it's comfortable. You know, it's comfortable for being daily driven, and I just like it. You know, it's snug.
Yeah.
I like the M3 and the M4 seats a lot. They're just comfortable. Nothing can beat that, really.
Right.
But it just looks.
They look awesome. Do you think I could try sitting in it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. All right, guys, we're gonna sit in these Recaros and see what they're like. Wow, that feels more like a race car in here. And then you look behind you and you have a roll cage. It's like, dude, this feels so different. Just the seats in the roll cage gives this like a whole different experience sitting inside of it and everything. But I could totally see these things just being awesome on like sharp turns and like mountain roads, just curving it up and everything. So they feel super sturdy, but they're actually not too uncomfortable. I could totally do a road trip in those.
Yeah, I did a road trip from California all the way to Colorado. When I bought the car in March, I was talking to the owner. I was like, you know, I've been looking. I sold my GTR. I was like, it's time to go back to a BMW. I had an M235i, leaped to a GTR, and then I hit up at least over 100 people to buy their F80s. I was like, I need one. You know, let me make an offer, and I'll try to match it and see how it goes. But Street Fighter LA, they did a really good job. I hit him up, and then he responded in a day. He's like, I'm willing to sell for the right price. And then I flew out like 2-3 days later and bought the car and drove it all the way. Made a nice little road trip, you know. I did get a hole in one tire in Cali, but
It's part of the journey.
yeah. And then like I went to like a low-key shop. He hit my air suspension, and then like the right side was sagging. So I was like, I was just mad. So I was just like, whatever. So I just drove it all the way back with it just sagging the whole way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not fun, but
Dang.
you gotta do it.
Well, you made it back to Colorado, and I know, you know, there's a good amount of F80s in Colorado, so you definitely have one that's super unique and just stands out compared to the rest of them, so super clean. All right, guys, so there's actually a pretty cool story behind this car, and there's some names involved with it that you might recognize, so if you kind of just want to explain what that is.
So this car is built by Street Fighter LA, which is owned by Dylan Coleman, and he did a lot of work to this car. There's, you know, to performance, to how the car sits. That's all him. He is good friends with TJ Hunt. He's the one. Dylan Coleman is the one that made the wide body Supra 300 kit and the C8 wide body kit. And I wish, like, that would be awesome if he kept the car longer, if he did his own personal wide body kit for this M3. That would be awesome. But you know, it was too late. He sold it to me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's so cool. I mean, it's just crazy. It's always cool, guys, when a build has like a cool story behind it and some big names that were around this car and everything. So it's honestly like such a privilege to like be able to be up and close and just really learn more about this car. All right, guys, so that will end the video today. It was so cool to film with this M3. Prakash, thank you so much, man, for meeting up with me, guys. I'll link his Instagram down below. Definitely follow the car and just see what's next with his M3 and other cars. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll make more videos like this. There's so many awesome BMWs that I'm looking forward to film within the next few weeks. So subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.